Drop it. Come on.
We are getting our first look tonight at the terrifying moments on a Delta flight immediately after it crash landed at the Toronto airport, eventually flipping over and coming to a stop upside down. That incident happened around 1 o'clock our time, just 2 hours after taking off from MSP. Amazingly, all 80 people on board survived. Nearly 20 people are injured, but officials say tonight they are all expected to survive. For the first time tonight, we are hearing from one of those passengers, a Minnesota man who was inside the plane when it crashed. Jennifer Hoff begins our team coverage. Jennifer?
Well, Julie, it's quite the story here tonight. John Nelson said this was a typical flight from Minneapolis to Toronto, but as soon as the plane hit the runway, Nelson will tell you it was anything but.
Our plane crashed.
The video Minnesotan John Nelson took after surviving a plane crash looks more like a movie.
Upside down.
Hearing him describe it is even more stunning.
Skidded like on our side and then flipped over on our back. Where we ended up, there was like a big fireball out this left side of the plane.
Nelson says what happened next was mass chaos as he was left hanging upside down.
We kind of let ourselves go and fell to hit the ceiling, which is surreal feeling. And then everybody was just like, get out, get out, get out. We could smell like jet fuel.
All that, and experts still say the crash could have been worse.
First thought I had when I saw the images was the fact that the fuselage tube was intact. That's what kept its rigidity. That's what kept it intact and really protected the occupants of the aircraft.
Former NTSB investigator Greg Feith points to two major issues investigators will examine, including if the flight control system malfunctioned and bad weather.
If you have a very high side load from gusty wind conditions, it may exceed the aerodynamic capability of the aircraft and the flight controls, and the aircraft will slide off, especially if that runway was slick.
The plane was landing at speeds of up to 120 miles per hour, but pilots should have various options, including a rudder to prevent it from rolling. But it's a good reminder for passengers.
All the emotional roller coaster that you go through.
To be prepared for the worst.
It's amazing that we're still here.
And Feith said that this is why it's important to have that situational awareness, right, and know exactly where the nearest exits are. This is also the fourth crash now in just a matter of weeks, and Feith says investigators are looking for any common denominators between them. The only similarity as of now may be weather between that accident you might remember from about a week ago in Alaska where 10 people died, and then, Julie, that one today in Toronto.
Wow, it's so stunning to hear from him. All of us, of course, put ourselves in that situation, how scary it must have been.
Really.
So glad they're all going to be okay, it sounds like. Thank you, Jennifer.